Hey, this is Russ. Today is Saturday afternoon. Yeah, we're not doing a morning ride. Shocking, huh? Well, it was raining this morning. It's been raining this whole week. In fact, this coming week is going to be raining too. So, one of our subscribers, John, told me that things are clearing up. So, what does that mean? I got to get out there. So, I decided to head out on to this bike trail and then probably ride around the streets. Yeah, I don't think I've been out right after a rain. So I see little puddles here and there, but not that much. But man, it really came down like crazy last couple of days of rain. And so, yeah, I've been hesitant in heading out. Okay, so now I'm looking ahead of our trail. I see a whole bunch of water on the path, which means I'm probably going to get a little wet. So I'm not going to go fast through here. Luckily, we have fenders, but I don't know how much that'll help me. We'll see. So let's not go too fast through this. I can see it being splattered. Yeah, it's got water on the path. Might be better on the streets, to tell you the truth. You guys hear that? Yeah, we're splashing pretty good here. Let that car go ahead. Yeah, you do get splashed because I have shorts on and I can feel it hitting me in the leg. Let's turn off on this street. Not really sure what this street is, but okay, I see what the street name is. It's just right around the streets. I wanted to get out here because I don't know if I'll be able to get out during the rest of the week. The rain is showing that it's going to be a certain percentage every day, I think through maybe Thursday, today being Saturday. So I either have to ride between the rain or don't ride at all. So yeah, it's a dilemma. This is the problem when you're doing things like e-bike videos, right? You're out in the elements, so you have to deal with the rain, the snow. Oh, he asked me too if I was ever going to go out in the snow, and the answer probably will be no. So what do I do during the winter time? Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, because we've got knee replacement videos we do. My knee is getting better. We got e-bike videos that we do. Might not be able to ride in the rain or the snow. Yeah, you can see the dilemma, right? I'll find other things. Not to worry, we can come up with stuff. There's always something I can come up with. Yeah, I gotta find something for the winter months or bad weather days. Give me a suggestion. What would you think I should be talking about? I mean, I would like to bring us to go someplace. I actually like doing these e-bike rides with you guys because we're outside, we're not stuck in the house, we're not doing any of that kind of thing. We're outside enjoying the weather when it's good. But what do we do when the weather's not so good? Yeah, something to think about. Anyways, the bike is at 784 miles as of right now. So if I stay out long enough, if I go far enough, we might break 800 by the end of this ride. We'll see. Somehow I have a feeling we may not, because we're not doing the bike paths. We're not going through the forest reserves, all that kind of stuff, which makes it easier to actually get more mileage on there. Because if you're on that circular forest preserve thing, you can just keep going around in a circle. Every time you go around in a circle, you get another 3 miles. I guess you could do that on the street. Just keep riding around the street. I'm not riding hard right now. Riding fairly easily. All right, let's turn here. because I see that it says share the road. Well, I think we've been down here before. I'm not really sure. Yeah, we have, because I see the school that's up ahead. So we'll go around in circles around this neighborhood or something. I don't know. We'll see. I always say one thing and we end up doing something else anyways. Never stays with what I decide to do. So, because it's not morning, okay, sun is more overhead. I don't know how the cameras look like to you. It's probably dark. I'm just looking at the monitor on the cell phone. It looks dark to me. You know, the video editor doesn't have that much control over exposures as much as I would have liked. There's probably plugins that you can buy that fixes that, but I don't have that. So yeah, let me tell you real quickly what I edit with. I don't think I've ever told you guys. I use an Apple system, so I have a Apple Mac Pro computer. And the Mac Pro is the older one, not the current one that's really expensive. Of course, back then it was really expensive too. I think it's like a $4,000 something computer. But it's the one that looks like a little garbage can. You know, it's a round circular cylinder thing. So I edit on that, and I've got 1 terabyte hard drive in there, 16 gigabytes of RAM on it. I think it's 6 cores in there. And then I edit with the Apple Final Cut Pro because it's part of the Apple system. The nice part about the Apple system is that whenever updates happen, you don't pay for any of the updates. It just comes on and says you've got an update and you should update your computer or your software or whatever. So that is the one nice part about it. But I do know that Apple's got some issues going on. I think they're trying to say that they want to cut that so that there's competition could actually sell their software into the Apple system or whatever, so Apple doesn't get everything. So I think they're in some type of litigation thing about it now. I don't know. I kind of feel that I'm okay with just using the Apple stuff if they give it to me. Because if they don't, I gotta buy all that stuff then, right? Of course, you do actually buy it if you think about it. You're paying for that computer which has the software. I'm guaranteeing you, Apple's not just giving you stuff. You've paid for it through the price of that computer. It's just that competition wants to be able to sell into it to those users as well. So I can see that. All right, this has absolutely nothing to do with the e-bike. Somehow we get off on tangents. That's okay. I just ramble on, you know, because as I'm talking, it's like talking to myself because there's nobody physically here, but I know you guys watch it later. All right, so I think what we've done is we've gone around in a circle here. If I took another right on the path, we'd be going right back up the same path again. If I take a left, we'd go down the path that would head towards the forest preserves. I don't really want to do the forest preserves today because I know that any trees above us would be dripping water on us. Even though I'm on the street here, you know, there's always that possibility of being dripped on here. And I am being dripped on every now and then, but if you go to the forest preserve, you're going to be dripped on constantly. So let's just head back on the path to the right. Now, I usually take a wider turn when I do this because hard, fast turns are very difficult and very easy to fall with this center of gravity being a little bit different on these tall, big bikes. Somebody's got a big Weber, what would you call that? Awning? I don't know. They got something going on here. It's a party. Yeah, nice. Oh well. I'm not invited, so I can't go. I could just admire from afar. So yeah, it's definitely muggier. I think when I looked at the temperature, it was like 74, 75 degrees. Maybe it's getting a little hotter now because I do feel a little warmer. And I didn't check the humidity, but I'll guarantee you it's way up there because it just finished the rain. And it's the humidity that's getting us. It's not really the heat. But as long as I keep moving forward and there's a little bit of breeze, I should be okay. Alright, let's see. Let's go forward. Now we know we're going to hit some water again, because we did before. Now I got an option. I could go up on the grass, but also going up on the grass, you know that's wet too. So now the question is, do you go through the actual puddle, or do you go on the grass and deal with the grass? Now, grass looks pretty soaked. Looking off the fronts on the sides, and I think our best bet is just go through this slowly. Try not to splatter it up too much. Got a couple more puddles up ahead here. I think if I don't turn my wheels, if I just go straight, I'm actually better off. Hello. The dog was going through the water. Of course he was. Alright, this is where we turned last time, I think, so we're just going to keep going straight. Let's see how flooded this area is. They have some water thing off to the left, I think for drainage or something. Yeah, it's kind of muggy. Yeah, we're not going to break 800 today. I mean, I think maybe on the next ride we do, we might break 800. I don't think we're doing enough to get there. We'd have to do 14 more miles of this. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. And I'm trying to dodge the water as well. So yeah, think about what do you think we should do during the winter months, or during times I can't go out on the bike. What would be a good topic that Russ's Right should cover on those months? We need one more thing. I mean, we're already pretty diversified already. We're talking about knee replacements. We're talking about e-bikes. Haven't done a whole lot of fishing. So yeah, we need a topic. Think a little bit about it. Alright, so now I feel the spray of the water. That's coming off of the trees that's above me. That's kind of cooling me down too, though. So, in that sense. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, I've been throttling a lot as well as pedaling. It's a little bit of both. Yeah, I read an article recently. They were saying, do you get less or more exercise with an e-bike? And they said that most people feel that you get less because you use the motor a lot. But they said, but because of the fact that when you're on the e-bike riders tend to ride longer and more often. So they're saying that on the long run, e-bike riders may get just as much exercise. Now the thing is, we don't get hard exercise. You know, a guy's going up a hill with a regular bike with no motor on there, he's struggling to get through there. We don't get that type of aerobic exercise. But they said the fact that we do it constantly and longer and more often, it adds up. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about that? Hello? I think it's just a way to sell more e-bikes. Probably. Was it produced by the e-bike industry? I don't know. Yeah, we don't get hard exercise. I'm not struggling when I get home. I'm not like out of breath. I'm not like any of that. I mean, I guess I could. It's not like I can't. If I lowered my pedal assist down to 1, which I just did just now, I could get more exercise out of it. And I guess if it wasn't for my knee issue, I should be on 1. But I'm always fearful that if I overexert myself and then if I end up leaning towards the left, I'm going to fall over because my leg will have less strength. There's a lot of ducks here. Ducks are sitting inside the water that was accumulating on the grass area. So, yeah, I'm on pedal assist level 1 right now. My gears I will put on 6, so it's not as hard. Okay, I'm back. Once again, camera shut itself down and I didn't notice it. So I don't know how much you've seen or heard. And we'll just start up on a different topic here altogether. How's that? So last time, when we ran out of the bike path, we turned right and we turned right again. And then I said, as far as I'm concerned, if we just get out on the streets and then head around it, we can get back onto the bike path. And then I thought that that road was not going to be correct, but it ultimately brought us back to the bike path anyways. So we're doing that again. You might also notice too, sometimes the videos that I release are not in sequential order. And the reason for that is because I usually record most of my rides. And of course, I probably ride more than I actually release. So when a good topic comes up, I will skip on releasing a video and release the other video. And the next thing you know, something gets pushed way back because I know that the video I did, that would have been released on Monday. You would have seen this on Monday. This video you'll probably see on Wednesday. Okay, unless something else comes up. That video on Monday was about the good things and bad things about e-bike ownership. And I think I had that for 2 or 3 weeks that I didn't release it. And then in between that time, we talked about things to consider for seniors who are looking at e-bikes. And some of the information was kind of duplicated. So I was like, should I release this video or not? Since I wanted to release the senior video. So I held on to it. So whatever length of time it was between the senior video and just this past video on Monday, that's the length of time that I held on to it. I think it was at least 2 weeks, maybe even 3, but I tend to lose track of time after a while. So yeah, so if you see videos and it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, because I usually announce the day that I'm doing the recording, and then you watch a subsequent video I'm talking about a day prior to that, it's probably because it got out of sequence. Not that the videos have to be watched in sequence, okay? It could be watched any time, really. But in case you happen to notice that, that's the reasoning behind that. Because these videos are sometimes recorded way in advance and just not released. I've noticed other YouTubers do that too, and I don't think it's because we intentionally want to do that. I think it's probably because we want to make sure we have content available. Whoops, I just got dripped on right in the face. Content available. So we record as much as we can and we keep the good stuff and get rid of the bad stuff, all right? Yeah, okay, we're getting splattered like crazy from these trees now. It's not really raining, it's just the trees are dripping. The wind hits the leaves and drips on you. Not so bad. It's kind of nice, actually. But yeah, it gets in your eyes and stuff. I mean, everything else gets in my eyes, so what's the difference? All right, heading back on this thing. All right, let's go back down to pedal assist level 1. We're not going so fast, so really it doesn't matter if I'm on 1 or 2, because I don't think you'd really notice it, because we're kind of going slowly. So yeah, in time, I think I will be trying to do more on one, forcing myself to pedal more and harder. But, you know, as we're going up hills, like right now I'm going up a hill, I'll pedal, but I'll also give it some throttle to kind of help myself along. The alternative is you move to level 2, but the throttling is like temporary. I mean, I could bump the number up to 2 and bump it back down to 1, but that's just too much effort. And when the wind blows against you, okay, that's a resistance as well. Because on this bike, you sit more upright. You know, you've seen racers, bike racing guys that, you know, are leaned over so far forward just to cut the wind. Well, I'm sitting as vertical as I can. So I'm catching all the wind. That adds resistance. Yeah, if you're gonna go through water, don't turn. All right, just go as straight as you can. Okay, so watch. Here, I'm gonna go right through this. Still get splashed a little bit, but hopefully the fenders grab most of that splash, but I can feel it on my legs. It kind of splashed me. I think if you turned and you're going over it, it would, you know, with the turned wheels, it can't catch very well on the fender. And it's gonna come up and get you then. You'll be all splattered. And by the way, for those that order bikes without the fenders, get ready to be splashed. Because these big wheels, these big 4-inch tires are gonna splash things up at you. So I kind of like the fenders. Some people don't like the look of it. You know, if you take the fenders off, it looks more like a mountain bike, I guess. But yeah, I don't care. I don't want to be splashed. All right, I think we've gone past. That's okay. We'll keep going forward. If we go too far, we're going to go into forest preserves, and I'm not doing that. I'll turn back around before I do that. Yeah, nice leisurely bike ride right after a rain. And yeah, it rained hard. It rained really hard. They had flood warnings, in fact, on the Apple weather app. It said, you know, careful of river flooding and stuff. All right, we got to hit him with the bell here. Thank you. Alrighty. Well, that's about all we can say for today. Turn this way. Alright, anyways, if you liked the video, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Give me a suggestion as to what our next topic should be, and I will talk to you guys next time.